Hi guys, this is Mrs. Thomas, and today we're going to continue working with MainIdea. If you remember, we had the activity before fall break with the two children's books that I read to you, and you had to gather what the main idea was, which was also the title. So we had, the first book was the story about them saving money for a chair, and the mom worked at a diner and they had had a fire. And I'll put on my Canvas page a picture of the book, the front cover, but the name of the book was The Chair. And then the other book was all about things, it was in poems and poetry, and it was all about things that were important. And the title of that book was The Important Book. So most of you got the Important Book title. On the Chair book, some of us were a little off. Okay, so today you should have in front of you a front and back sheet that looks like this. And I have 3 mystery bags that I'm going to reveal to you during this video today, and then you're going to fill them out onto your sheet. Now, I have 3 bags. You only have 2 sheets. So the first one we're just going to do together. So don't write anything down right now. We're going to show what this would look like. And then the next 2 you'll have a chance to write down, and we'll stop the video and come back to it, and you'll just work through it, okay? All right, so in my first mystery bag, I have several items. Actually, I have 4 items. And I'm going to show you what those are, and then I'm going to kind of talk through it. So don't write anything on your paper yet, okay? All right, in this mystery bag number 1, I have, it looks like a green marble track. I have an eraser. I have one of those toy things that link together with other ones, kind of like a K'NEX. And then I have an actual K'NEX tire. Okay, so if I was doing this on my sheet, you're not doing this. If I was, I would write item 1, I would write marble track. Item 2, I would write down eraser. Item 3, I would write connecting toy. And on item 4, I would write K'NEX. Okay? The next thing says, what is the item that does not belong? So if you think about these 4 items, which one does not belong? The eraser, okay? The reason I know it doesn't belong, the second answer there, the second question, is because the other 3 items are all connected in some way, and they are connected because they're all toys or things you can play with. So then the last question says, the main idea of the items in this bag is what? So the main idea of these items would be toys or things to play with. The eraser doesn't belong because it's not a toy and we don't normally play with an eraser, okay? So that is the main idea bag number 1. Okay, so now we're gonna do it for real. I'm not gonna tell you what to put, but you will fill out now your sheet on bag number 2. Okay? All right, so I'm going to show the items and you start placing them here. If you don't know how to spell it, you could draw a picture of the item, okay? So you have your pencil and your paper handy. The first item, a pair of scissors. So write that on item number 1. The second item is a marker. Write that on item number 2. Write marker or draw a picture. The third item is a crayon. So write that down on item number 3. And the fourth item is a pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. So write that on number 4. So on your sheet, those 4 should be filled in. Scissors, marker, crayon, pipe cleaner. Now you're going to fill in the last 3 questions. So now answer, the item that doesn't belong is what? So take the time now to write that. The second one, the reason I know it doesn't belong is because, and just use your problem-solving brain to figure these out. And the last one, the main idea of the items in this bag is, okay, so I just want to give you enough time that everybody can have the front of their sheet completed. So take the time and do that now. When you're done with that, you're going to flip your sheet over to the back, and you should have another one of these. And it should be blank. Now we're going to we'll do bag number 3 again. Okay, so finish the front and flip it over to the back so you have another blank one. All right, so now I'm going to show you what's in bag number 3, and you're going to go through and fill out your sheet the other side. Item number 1, a yellow piece of paper. So on item number 1 on your sheet, write yellow paper. Item number 2 for you to write down is a dry erase marker, a red marker. You can just write red marker. Item number 3. So we're still filling out our sheet. Now we're on item number 3. A yellow book. So you can write book or yellow book. And item number 4. You guys all know what this is. Legos. And they are yellow Legos. Okay, so on number 4, write Legos, or you can even write yellow Legos. So now you're going to complete which item, if I hold all of these up, which item does not belong. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Write that down. How do you know that item does not belong? So answer number 2 and give me some reason how you know that item does not belong in that bag. And the last question on your sheet. The last question on your sheet. The main idea of the items in this bag is, what is the main idea of the items in that bag? Take the time and write that now, please. Okay, when you have that side of your sheet completed, so both sides of your sheet should be completed and filled out on bag number 2 and bag number 3. So flip it to the side with bag number 2. Let's look at those items again. We had the scissors, the marker, the crayon, and a pipe cleaner. The item that does not belong is, hopefully you all put the pipe cleaner. The reason I know it doesn't belong, think about what you put, is because it's not a school supply or an office supply. The main idea of the items in this bag is school supplies. Okay, I would write school supplies. All right, so hopefully you got that and you give yourself a big star and an A+. Now flip it over to the other side where you wrote down about bag number 3. Okay, in bag number 3, we had the yellow sheet of paper. We had a book that is pretty yellow. We had a red marker, and we had yellow Legos. So the item that doesn't belong, can you guess? Hopefully you all said the red marker. The red marker does not belong. The reason I know it does not belong with these items, hopefully you all said, because it's not yellow. And the main idea of bag number 3 is all the items in the bag are yellow. That's the main idea, yellow items. Okay, hopefully you all have that figured out and your sheets are completed and you gave yourself an A+ on both sides. For the rest of library time today, what I would like for you to do is, number 1, log into your library account on the library homepage. Remember, your student number, your 101 number, is your ID, and your PIN is your birth month and day in 4 digits, and most of you have that saved. So go ahead and log in to your library account, check what books you have checked out, check what books you have maybe overdue, and check and see if you have any holds placed. Then I want you to spend some time placing some holds on some books so that you'll have books to pick up in the library in the next week or so. After you finish that, you may scroll down on my Canvas page to the Thanksgiving library, and on that bookcase, there are many, many book covers, and you can click and you can watch one of those read-alouds. If you've already been to the library and you have books in your hand, you can sit quietly and read at this point. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the main idea.